Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. And I'm back again. I was a little bit sick last 2 days, and with the blessing of Almighty and your prayers, right now, healthy. And I'm so welcome today's webinar. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Nasreen from Bangladesh. My dear audience, I'm proud to be associated with IGP as a global member, and I feel respected and privileged to host this webinar. It's my delight to welcome you all to our Institution of Global Professionals free webinar. And once again, thank you for joining in this marvelous day. And before starting the program, please, my humble request to everyone is share this webinar in Facebook groups, in your timelines, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So you can also mention your friends and tag them in our comment box. And I'm sure you will have many takeaways and payoffs from this webinar. So, my dear lovely audience, we believe that power is gained by sharing knowledge, not holding it. So, please share this webinar as more as you can. So, once again, I'm Nasreen, core member of IGP from Bangladesh. My dear lovely audience, every day we have so many new participants who join from different nations, different time zones, and different places. So, allow me to give a little concept about IGP. Institution of Global Professionals serves students and community resource, providing holistic social work and education for profession generation. IGP is a leading online skill development institute with thousands of learners worldwide. We make it get it able to use for every knowledge seeker to originate personality, more ambitious, make confident to face any circumstance and develop own skills. We are entrusted with international recognition. Institute of Global Professionals is an educational institution provides social work. We believe that it's not effective to increase one's skills just by acquiring formal education. So we provide effective training and consultations to generate professional generation all over the world. We organize our webinar, training, offline, online courses, etc. by best and train speakers, coaches from all over the world to create a best learning platform for you all. So our mission is to empower people and adults. We have already completed successfully our 553 webinar, and today I'm presenting webinar number 554, and the topic is impact of online education system. So once again, I'm welcoming all of you and request to everyone, please mention your friends, comments, and tag them in our comment box. So, okay, before starting the program, let me read some comment from our active participants because I miss you all so much. So right now we have Alex Javier Alvarez. Sir, good morning. Well, good morning. We have Ma'am Evelyn Wiperi, Ma'am Mary France Mangers, Sir Napoleon Torsigliano. We have Fernanda Yorton Joseph Nebulas. Okay, so many. active participants right now. They are commenting in our comments. Thank you for commenting, and I'm requesting once again, don't forget to tag, share, and mention your friends. So, okay. So today we have speakers from India, Dr. Andipa. She is an assistant professor, PG Department of Commerce A, Nalamutu Gondar Mahalingam College, Polasi. It's in Tamil Nadu in India. So let's welcome our honorable speaker. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
Fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
I'm absolutely fine.
Thank you for this wonderful opportunity, ma'am. This is the first time I'm doing this presentation. This is my
You
first
are,
presentation, ma'am.
I welcoming you warmly, and I believe that you will give your best to our participants, and we can learn from your presentation.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Shall we
ma'am, you
start,
can.
ma'am?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Okay.
Shall we start, ma'am? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Shall we?
Yes, ma'am. You can start it.
Shall we start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
With pleasure. Good morning to one
It's
and all
working.
present. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, and it's working.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. With pleasure. Good morning to one and all present in the international webinar.
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. With pleasure, good morning to one and all presenter in the international webinar on impact of online education system among students. Before I'm going to my presentation, I would like to give my heartfelt thanks to the Global Professional Institution for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Myself, Dr. M. Deepa, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Commerce A, Nalamurthy Gaundar Mahalingam College, Pollachi. And also, I give my heartfelt thanks to my management for permitting me to conduct this international webinar, to participate in this webinar successfully. So, online education is very important during the pandemic situation. So, before that, so online education system is introduced only during the pandemic situation. It is an independent learners. So independently we are depending on, no need to depend on others. We can do the independent learnings, and there are some new learning applications and platforms are introduced during these pandemic situations. And it is a greater amount of motivation and self-discipline courses for all the programs. And it is also like a 24 bar 7 learning access systems. Whenever we have a doubt, we can open the website and we can access the materials what we are need. And if there is no chance for online class, it is very difficult to the students to complete their courses during the pandemic situation, because during the pandemic situations the students are not able to go to their class and attending their courses, and they may not able to write the exam during the pandemic situations. So if we are having online class, then only the students can able to complete their course on time. So online class helps to the students very lot. It gives some positive impact and negative impact also it given. So positive impact, it is technological advancements to the students. We can learn more things. So just we are sitting in a home itself, we can do all the things what we are need. For example, online purchasing. So just we can sitting in our home itself, we can do the purchase. We no need to go to the concerned place and search the product and fix the prices. Then, if we are satisfied, we can purchase the products. So this is what we are doing in previously. So even on, if we want to purchase, we can do. But during the pandemic situation, the online education also moving forward. So the technology will giving a lot of opportunities to the students to complete their courses on time. So definitely the online education system will give positive impact to the students. So some of the few negative impacts are also there. So technological advancement giving some problems to the students. So than the physical education. So the students will get the positive impact only from the online education system. If they are using by way of good things, definitely it will come better. And some of the online platform for education is Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Cisco Meeting, and YouTube. Among those, YouTube is used very oftenly. Zoom app also using, and Google Meet. And some of the institutions are using Microsoft Team also to contact their staff members, students, and for meeting they are using. And Google Meet, very oftenly we are using this Google Meet. And YouTube, all the kids, even kids are using YouTube link. So like our international webinar. So if we want to do something, we can extract the data and we can use in a YouTube link. So if you type something, it will extract the related information to the desktop. So definitely it will help to the students using this online platform for the education purpose. So among those apps, we are using online education system to meet the online education system effectively and efficiently. And it is also a convenient tools to the students as well as teachers to their performing online class platform. And below some of the learning sites which you can refer: Udemy, Coursera, Cloud Academy, and Pluralsight and EDX it's also there. So these are the some online websites are there. Just we can go through the websites and we can register it for their additional course of certificates. So Udemy and Coursera offer many courses for the students. So if we want, we can do the additional courses also. Additional courses we can do. So we'll get certificate also. How we are performing the physical class, the online classes also given some additional courses to the students to enhance their education. So if we want, if we are having extra interest, we can do the extra courses. So this will also help to their placement curricular activities. So if they are having additional certificates, it will uplift their education purpose. So apart from these, there are number of online learning sites out there. The students wants, apart from their education, they can get some additional certificates also. It will also help the students to enhance their knowledge. They are having broadening knowledge because the students as well as teachers, they are having the lifelong learning. So just we can sitting our home itself, we can do all the learning sites. We want to search the data, so we can extract the data and we can apply in our exam purpose. So the students must use some additional online learning courses also. It will also help to their career work, career related activities. They can use their certificates. So definitely this certificate will not help them to get the placement. They have to uh, complete their course without arrear, and they must have communication skill, and they must have subject skill. Apart from this, they have some additional courses like Udemy, Coursera offering more certificate courses. They are also offering free services also they are offering. So once the online education is implemented, there are number of courses or number of institutions are offered and number of courses. So if we want, we have to register, and we just go through the videos and materials what they are having. And like MOOC exam, MOOC courses are there. NPTEL, they have given some extra courses. They have put they have put the videos everything on their websites. So we have to go through, and they have fixed the exam date and registration links are there. So if we are registered, then the exam date will be sent to your mail. So we have to make a payment of rupees 1,000, and we'll go to the concerned place of center what the exam centers are allotted. So we go to there, and we have objective questions of like 50 questions, 75 questions. We have to attend those questions, and if we are passed, we'll get some additional courses. Myself also completed marketing management and some of the courses are through online. So definitely these courses will uplift their education purpose. So the students, so if in olden days students are not able to go to the concerned place and sitting and doing and complete their courses. But after implement this online education, there are number of online sources are there. We can do a number of courses at a time. So there are number of webinars are there, number of seminars are there, number of conferences are there. So number of FTPs are offered. So if we are having interest, we can apply those, and we can attend the program, and we can gain knowledge. So certificate is not important. Certificate will not alone helps us to get a job in some other institutions. So we have to gain knowledge. Knowledge is very important. So we can connect more number of persons. If we are coming to college physically, we meet our professors and meet our principal and some experts. But only in our education system, online education system, we meet a number of learners, number of experts in their field. So the students must use some of online websites, visit the online websites, and complete your, and you can do the course, and you have to complete on time. Okay, then you will learn new things, and you will receive certificate also. Certificate is not an important one. You have to do, and you have to learn more. And what is an online education system? An online education system is a type of distance learning, taking courses without attending brick and mortar school or universities. Yes. So in olden days, just the students physically go to the school and sitting and listening the class what the teachers are taken. So now after the pandemic situation, during the pandemic situations, not only teachers, even schools, working people are not able to go their concerned place and doing their work because of pandemic. So we are having so much of fear. If we go outside, it might be affect. So the whole family will affect. So to avoid those things, we are sitting in a home itself. We can start the online education, starting the online class. So the students also having interacting with the students, staff members. So the online students and teachers can extract the information. So they show the materials, and they take a photos and upload in their group. They create a WhatsApp group, and they can exchange the informations, and through online the students and teachers can contact. They can interaction with the internet also. So the online education consists of a student and teachers connection through internet, and we can interact with the students as well as the teacher, and it is also like a two-way communication. So when teachers are taking class, the students can also raise their questions. There are a number of applications are used depending upon the teacher's convenient or student convenient. So Google Meet are there, Zoom app are there. So according to the number of participants, we can use the applications also. Then we can gain knowledge as we are attending the physical education. So physical education gives the online education also, as like the physical education gives, like online education is also there. So the online education is also like a distance education learning. Just we can sitting our home itself, we learn. because of the pandemic situation only. Now with all the problems are getting reduced, and moreover all the students are going to their class and they are writing their exams, so it will come into the past way, so regular. But during this pandemic situation only, the students are attending this online class, so it is also very helpful to the students, because even kids, even LKG and UKG kids are using online classes. They are having mobile and internet connection, just they are sitting in the room and they go to the particular application, and they are sitting and listening their class, and they interact with the staff members also very cleverly, isn't it? So the students, they're asking questions, and teacher will give the demo classes also, and they give an attendance to the students, even if they are in a home, because it's a situation. So they might be able to school. So just they sitting in the home, they given the attendance also. So they are listening class properly. Even in my home, there are two kids are there. Elder son, he is doing sixth standard, and younger daughter, she is doing third standard. They are also sitting and listening their classes properly, and they are listening their class teacher. And if she asks question, they are replying to the teacher, and she is satisfied. So this is the way the online class are going on. So if they are sitting for 2 years, they are not able to understand anything. They forgot everything. So to avoid those problems, the online education system was introduced. So I'm very happy to have online class. Even myself also as a teacher, so I can contact the students. So if the students are listening to my class, if I'm asking question, they answer me properly, as like physical class. So I'm also satisfied. So this is the two-way interaction between the students and teachers, and the students are listening their classes as like physical education. So there are two types of educations are there. The first one is online education, and the second one is regular education. So previously we are having regular education, like we have to go to school, wake up in the morning early, and we complete their work, and we had a breakfast, and we'll go to school and sitting for 5 hours. Teachers will take a class and students will listen to the class, and they are writing their exam during their exam time. Then we value the papers and send the mark to the controller section or office. The same procedure will be followed in the online education system also. Online education system also, the students are getting ready at 10 o'clock it seems, and they even kids are wake up early, and they complete their work on time, and they have a mobile, and they are sitting in their home room, and they are doing the listening. So yeah, as like regular education, the online education systems also followed. So, so teaching aids will change. So when I am studying, only that we are using blackboard. There is no chance for OHP sheets, there is no chance for TV, and there is no chance for LCD and PC and whiteboard. So once the technological advancement, the technology will be moved from one hand to another hand. So when I was studying my first standard, second standard till eighth standard, we are till 12th standard I am using blackboard only. So whatever the teacher wants to explain, they have to write everything on the board. Then OHP sheets. We all know that OHP sheets, there are mirror sheets are there. They have to write all the things what they want to explain to the students, and if they display that what they have done in the sheet, that will be displayed on the screen. So the next technological advancement. Then TV, everything will be VHS introduced. Then LCD, PC, whiteboard, smartboard, everything will be introduced. Technological advancement. Now, the smart board is used by the school and college students. Even kids are using smart class. They are listening very interesting using the smart class, because we can display the videos, can display whatever we want to display to the students. We can do LCD, personal computer, and whiteboard. Everything will be changed due to technological. So the teaching aids will be changed from technology, I mean blackboard, to technology plus smartboard. So that much of technological has been advanced. Even if we are sitting in a home for 5 years or 10 years, we can complete the course. But only things that the students learn more things. That is what we are expecting. So that is what expecting the online class education systems also. So that if we are sitting for 2 years, 3 years, there is no use. So we have to learn. We have to learn more and more in the present business situation. So even company people are extracting work from the students. Only they are learn. Unless otherwise it is very difficult to the students to place in their company. So teaching aid, whatever the teaching aids changes, the students must learn. So if they are having interest, then only they are learning more things. Unless otherwise, it is very difficulty to teach them whether in the online class or in the offline class. So some of the advantages of online education systems are convenient and offer flexibility. Convenience and offer flexibility. So the online education system provides convenience and it provides flexible education systems. So just we can sitting in our home itself, we can do the education system. And if the students wants to make a payment, they can do through online. No need to come to school and no need to wait for long queue and no need to pay fees. So according to their convenience, it will offer. The education systems also provide convenient and offer flexible according to the students' convenient, because the students are main motive for each and every teacher. The students must learn new things from our class. So, as like physical education, the online education systems also provide a convenient and flexible education system to the students. Unless otherwise, if they are not having interest, it's very difficult as to bring into our line. So we have to interact with the students and we have to give more knowledge what they are want in the present situations. So the things that convenient and flexible education system will be given to the students only because of online education system. So if the students due to COVID, if they are having fear, if they are sitting in a home, they may not able to do their education for 2 years or 3 years. So once the vaccination system is coming to, all the people are vaccinated, we don't have any fear, so we come to class. So if we are sitting for in a home for 2 years, it is very difficult to the students to learn again. Even now, the teachers are facing so much of problems because the students are forget everything. If they are not having online class, it is very difficult to the teachers to learn to teach the students because they forget everything. Even ABCD they are forget. So even now the government schools given some classes for 1 week or 2 weeks to learn basic things. If it is because they are not using online class, so some of the faculties are not having facility to offer online education. So private schools are doing online education system due to during this COVID-19. But few education system, few public schools, government schools, they are not having facility. So just they are giving materials if it is possible, otherwise they won't give. So after come back to the school, they have a class for 1 week or 2 weeks to learn basic things. The government insists the teachers to give some basic knowledge like ABCD, 1 to 3, everything they teach because they forget. Because the student is not a problem from side, so they are playing off regularly, so they forget. So to remember, they're given some classes like that. Then slowly they are moving to their subjects. But in a private school, they are insist them to the students to offer their educations, because they are showing the demo class. Private schools are offering Google Meet their classing habit. So they are fixing the time. So 10 to 11, one class, and 11 to 12, and 12 to 1, like that. They are fixing the time. Depends on the time they are doing the education. They are providing the, they are taking the class. So according to the convenience, due to network problem may be there, and the students are listening their class regularly. So even if the students are studying 10 to 12 minutes, there is no problem at all. They must listen the class. But for kids, it's very difficult to them sit for long 1 hour. So it as like physical education, the online education systems also convenient and flexible will be given to the students for their learning, and bring education right to your home. It's 100% perfect. So education system will given to the students where they are sitting at home. Just we are having mobile and net connection, it is enough. We learn a lot things. Now the Googles are there, so it will give all the informations what we want to learn. So if we are having any doubt, just we'll go to Google browser and we just type what we need, and it will give the informations. So we read the message and we understand, and we can do according to that. So whatever the students needs, they can do. Even kids using, they are having any doubt, just open the YouTube and they are seeing the problems are what they want, they can extract and they are doing. So definitely bring education system to the students home. So it is a main benefit of online education system. As I have said already, if there is no online education system, the students just they can sitting in a home for 2 years. After complete their 2 years or 3 years, whatever it may be, then they come to class or school or college. They starting their learning. So it brings the students to the home education. This is what very important. So if they are not coming to class, they forget everything. That's why the online education system only provides education system right to your home itself. So as like the individual attention will be given as like physical education. So the physical education will given individual attention. The students are having 30 to 40 members in their class. They can also given individual attention. As like the online education systems also given individual attention to the students. So we can raise the questions. The names are displayed on the screen. So we just call the individual students and we can ask the questions and they will give the answer. If they are having doubts, they can ask the doubts also. So as like physical education, the individual attention also will be given to the students. So it is only possible to the online education system. So we ask the students to mute on their videos or microphone or their mobile phone, and you just ask them to unmute and ask their doubts. And it is very difficulty. It is not very difficult to the students to attend their class. So just we ask the students question very oftenly, so they are learning many things. So when we give more attention to the students, they can raise the questions, and the teachers will rectify their doubts, will clarify their doubts. So how often we are using online education system, we can give the individual attention to the students. So they are also having fear. So the teacher will ask a question and we have to answer properly, like that. So we can give individual attention to each and every student only because of online education system. To meet the interesting people. Yes. So here it is possible only because of online education system. Without online education system, we are not able to meet the interesting people or the people who experts in their field. Now I attended more than 200 webinars, FDPs, workshop, everything. When I was starting during the month of March, it is very difficulty to me to participate in the webinar, seminar, workshop, everything. Once I regularized, it is very interesting to me participated. Even one day I was attended 2 or 3 programs. Certificate is not a problem, but we can meet the people who are experts in the particular field. It is possible only because of this online education system. So there are a number of colleges, there are a number of institutions offer many courses, many webinars, many FTPs are offered that will known to the particular person, and we can listen to their speech and we gain knowledge only because of this online education system. So, for example, myself, I didn't attend the program physically go to US or anything, wherever it may be, Delhi or maybe Mysore, Bangalore, from various places, various places, various institutions offering a number of programs at 1 week, 2 week, 10 days, maybe according to their convenient. But myself is not able to go there and stay back for 10 days and attend the program and come back to my home. It is never possible. So if we are having online education system, just we can sitting our home itself, we can attend the program and we can meet the people, those who are experts in their field, and we can improve the communication skill also. So once we start a communication, we have a good relationship with those persons. Yeah, if we came to know that this is the person experts in that particular field, if you are having any doubt, you just they're having their phone number, email also to clarify the doubts. For example, research is very important for research scholars as well as the teachers. So there are a number of I was attending a number of programs. So if I am having any doubt, just I send a mail to that particular person, immediately they are responding to me also. So only because of this online education system. Am I right? So if we are having contact with them, we can contact with them very easily only because of online. So some few people are experts in the field. Few people are motivating speaker. Few people are expert in the research field. Few people are experts in the subject area. So we can contact them. We can meet them. So purely for 1 hour we attend the program, and balance we are having a question answer session. And after that, if we want, we can interact with them. So if I am getting any informations or any webinars regarding the student related work, I'll pass it to my students. They register and they attend the program also. If they are having any doubt, we are sitting in a classroom and we attend the program. They told me that this is an excellent program, ma'am. This is what we extract from the resource person, ma'am. So this is the way we have to follow, ma'am. Everything they are telling. So this is what they want. So we have to improve the students' knowledge. We have to increase the students' knowledge. We have to enhance the students' knowledge only because of this online education. It may be possible in the physical education, but during this pandemic situation, we are not able to enhance the students' knowledge. We are not able to meet them very oftenly. So if we are having online education only, we have an we are able to meet the peoples, not only our students. The students can meet the experts in the various countries. My research scholar, I'm guiding research scholar and guiding PhD student. So he has also told me that very often he told me that, ma'am, if there is any webinar or seminar related to research, you just forward me, ma'am, I'll attend, I'm interested. So like that, the students are very interested to attend the program and they are interested to gain knowledge. So only because of this online education, we can meet the interesting people where they are experts. So the peoples are expert in their particular field. If myself, Dr. M. Deepa, I am experts in the commerce field. So like that, the students are having interact with them. Even they are interacting with them, they can their communication skill also for. So few days they are having peer. So automatically, when they starting to attend the program, they are asking what the program is, ma'am, what they are going to speak, and what are the doubts they have to ask. So they are writing and they are asking the doubts in that particular experts. They are giving the answer very perfectly without hesitating to answer. How many questions the students raise, they are ready to answer only because of the online education system. I can able to just I'm sitting in my home. I can ask the question with the expert those who are in the US only because of this online education system. So it is also an efficiency. Online education system offers teachers an efficient way to deliver their lessons to the students. The online education system a number of tools such as videos, PDF, broadcast, and teachers can use all the research tools as part of their lesson plans. By expanding the lesson plan beyond the traditional textbooks to include online resources, teachers are able to become more efficient among the educators. It is possible only because of this online education. So they can deliver their lessons through online education system efficiently and effectively. The students are utilizing efficiently and effectively the online education system. So just we can share the share screen, and if, for example, I'm taking accountancy paper or mathematics paper, business mathematics paper I'm handling. If I'm handling mathematics paper, the formulas are there and I'm having a step. Just I'm giving this share screen. If I'm doing simultaneously, the students are also working. Before completing my work, the students are complete and they can send me the answer through message. So this is what the students are using. So they are efficiently and effectively they are doing their work on time only because of this online education system. I'm not criticizing the physical education during this pandemic situation. How the online education system will helps to the students to improve their knowledge. That is what I'm giving you. So then improved student attendance also. So as like physical education, the students are wake up early in the morning, and if that class are having 60 students, most probably 58 or 59 students are attending the class. They won't skip the classes. It is an online class, so it is a boring. They won't tell like that. So it is an online class. We have to wake up in the morning and we have to attend the class. That is, spirit will be there inside the students while taking online class. The attendance also there is no problem at all. So we are having Camo application. So in that Camo application, we are putting attendance regularly. So that will help to the students to improve their knowledge as well as the attendance percentage. Attendance percentage will very important to the students while they are writing their exams. So the students are attending their classes regularly and they are unmute their mobiles and they are asking questions also. So we can put this some videos. So it is also very important as like physical education. So 45 half an hour and 45 minutes we are taking class, we are taking class, and balance 15 minutes we have to ask the questions, or we have to share and we have to give some important things or newspaper readings. Everything will be given through online also. So for 1 hour, if we are taking class, it will more to the students to listen our class. So main thing that we are taking class for half an hour and balance half an hour, we have to improve the students also. So if we are, it is online class, the students are not taking much part in the online class. We won't tell like that. The students must listen the class for half an hour and balance half an hour will be given as like physical education systems. So there also they are using daily we are asking the gist of my yesterday's class and newspaper reading and they're asking some questions. GK questions also given as like physical education through online classes. Also, we are asking questions. So the students are very interested to answer them, whether it is right or not. They are answering the questions what they are asking. So if I am asking, they deliver that. They are giving the answer. Some students, not only myself, even students are asking questions. The other students are telling answers. So this is the way the online classes are going. Then as suits a variety of online education systems. Learning styles are differ. So every students have a different learning journey and a different learning styles. Some students are visual learners, and while some students prefer to learn through audios. Similarly, some students thrive in the classroom and other students are also solo learners who get distracted by large groups. The online learning systems with its range of options and there are a number of resources will be offered to the students and it can be personalized in many ways. It is the best way to create a perfect learning environment suited to the needs of each and every student. So the learning depends upon the student's learning part. So depending upon the situations or depending upon the student's mind, we have to teach them because the student's mind is different. Each student there are different learning styles are there. So few students are, if I'm telling one time, they are observing my, my ideas or my classes. Few students are not like that. I have to explain twice or thrice. So depending upon the situation, we have to apply to the students. We have to learn. So a variety of learning styles are offered to the students only because of this online education system and it is a time management. How we followed the physical education, the online systems also having a time management. So this is very important. If you are taking class for a long time, the students are hesitant to listen at class. So we have to interact with them. If we are interact with them, it is very use and they can also gain communication skill. Communication skill is very important. Very oftenly we ask the students to take a class, to take a seminar, and we just ask the questions and we just given some GK questions and we just ask them to read newspapers and we ask any information regarding the newspaper. So as like physical education, the online education systems also manage the time. Time is very important, so we must be very punctual. So class entry time as well as exit time is very important. So because if you interfere with others class, the other subjects will affect. So we have to maintain the time management only in the online education system. So it is also affordable to all the students. So if you are having mobile phone, if you are having internet connection, now all the even kids are having their phone. So when I was studying, when we are studying, we don't have any mobiles and all. But now even kids are using mobile. So it is affordable to all the students learning part. Then multitasking. So multitasking is available only because of this online education system. So the if I want if I'm boring, I can move on to YouTube. If I want to learn something, I can do. So it provides a multitasking, isn't it? So it provides a multitasking to the students. So at a time we can do the courses what we want. So if I'm doing courses NPTEL, first 4 week courses are there, 8 week courses are there, 12 week courses are there. Depending upon convenient, we can do the courses. Am I right? So finally, if we complete the exam, we can get the certificate. So one day we can do the multiple courses because it is an online. It is 24 bar 7 services. So all the materials will be posted in a YouTube or videos. So whenever we want, even if I'm having doubt at 12 o'clock, we can open the laptop or mobile phone. We can learn. We can learn. So this is the way we can learn. So physical education system, we may not able to learn on time. So in that particular hour, we can learn. We meet the teacher before 4:30, 5:30 it seems. How long the teachers will stay back in the department or staff room, we can ask the questions. If we are having any doubt, we must stay for the whole day, and the next day will someone ask the questions or answers or doubts, whatever it may be. But in online class, if you are having a doubt, you just open videos or materials what they uploaded in that particular website. We can extract the data. So it is very difficulty. It is very useful to the students to complete their course on time. And as like physical education, the online education systems also videos are there, materials are there. After read everything, we have to answer the assessment also. So that they are conducting tests, we have to complete those tests. If we are eligible, then only we are eligible to get certificate. Unless otherwise we won't. Few institutions are offered guest lecture, webinars, seminars, workshops, FTP without having an assessment. But few institutions are having assessment test because if they are listening at class a whole day, then only they can able to answer properly. The questions might be a multiple choice question or true or false question or one word answer, whatever it may be. They attend the class, then only they are eligible to answer. They know the particular thing. So it is possible only because of this online education. We can do the multiple tasks in the online education system. So it is also adaptive to all the students. It is not a very difficult task to adapt all the students. So we must adapt the situations because of this pandemic only the online classes are introduced. Unless otherwise we won't attend any class. So it is adapting situations to all the students. They can do educations also. It also main advantages to reduce the financial cost also. So online education is system is far affordable as compared with the physical learning. So the students can adapt the situation. This is because online learning eliminates the cost points of students, transportation, study materials, and most importantly, a real estate. Additionally, all the course or study materials are available through online, thus creating a paperless learning environment which is more affordable while also getting beneficial to the environment. So without spending cost, we can do the education. So we no need to go to physically, we no need to spend transportation cost, and we no need to take any materials. Now all the institutions are, all teachers are giving soft copy materials are there. We can accept the we can go through the materials through the online way. So it is an adaptive situations to all the students because the students can go through the materials at any time. No, no, as I have told you already, no need to wait for a long time to get their doubts from their teachers. So if they are having any doubt, just they open the Google browser, they just type the what they want, they can do. And it is also very helpful to the students as well as teachers. It is very important to the teachers because during the exam time, it is very difficult to the teachers to get the paper from the students. And for invigilation of work also it is very difficult. So They are only because of the online education system, the education system going properly to all the students as well as teachers side. Institutions also for teachers, for students, and for institutions also, it is going very smoothly during this pandemic situations. I'm talking about this pandemic situations alone. I'm not criticizing this physical education. During the pandemic situation, how the online educations will impact the students only because of this online education system. There are a number of tools it will be adapted by the students. It is adaptive to all the situations. The next is techno impact. There is a positive technology impact the students because they are attending classes regularly. The technological advancement give more positive impact among the students. They are having there are number of students are learning more and more. Even kids, we don't know how to use mobile, but kids are using mobile very cleverly. So if we are having, if myself, if I'm having any doubt, I just ask with my kid, son. He is doing properly in compared to me. I'm completed doctorate, but that much technological impact will not given to me. But that technological impact to the students, all the students will get positive impact to it in the online education system. The next one is mannerism. It give as like physical education, it will give the mannerism to the teachers also. The next one is building an e-learning culture. So for learners, as like physical education, the e-learning also building a culture among the learners, teachers, and administrator. For student side, it is a self-directed, and the next one is self-motivator and self-regulating and learning. Yeah, as a teacher, it will give lifelong learning education system. We can learn, as I have told you already, teacher must learn for lifelong. Learner, it is self-directed and self-motivated things. So, if I want to learn, I have to motivate myself. If I learn, I have to motivate me. I learn these things. So, I'm very happy. So, I'll go to the next one. This is the way the e-learning culture will motivate the students. And it is also regulating. It is also regulating the students' learning purpose. So, building an e-learning culture will learn side also. If the students are having more interest, definitely with good atmosphere. So it is self-motivated one. It is self-regulating. So all the things learners they can do self for long time. It will be give for lifelong learning because once we started to learn, there is no full stop. There is no end. It isn't come up. We have to complete. We have to learn new things, new things, new things. Next. What next? What next? What next? This is what creating an online culture. So once we completed, just don't give full stop. Again, what next? Again, what next? We have to go what we lack. We have to improve. That is what give the online education system. And the next one is teacher. For teacher, definitely helps them develop their knowledge and skills, understanding the learning and its needs, facilitate learning, creating learning opportunities. As like learners, the teachers also can learn new things, can learn their skills, can understand their learning. So if you are having any doubt or if you are having how to teach the students and how to tackle the situations and how to meet the students' requirement, everything we can do the e-learning. They are expecting more knowledge from these staff members. So we have to improve these skills. The e-learning culture will help us to increase broadening knowledge because although we are not having in-depth knowledge in the particular field, so we can gain more knowledge in the through the e-learning system and create learning opportunities. So it provides a learning. So the staff members are having more knowledge in a particular field, but still if they want to learn, they're having more knowledge in that particular field. But apart from the yes part, they can learn the other side also. For example, if I'm a commerce stream, I can learn the science related materials also only because of this online. So if I'm studying material, everything is studying book, it won't help me to complete. But if online sources are there, a number of online sources are there, number of ebooks are there, and a number of courses are there in online. So it build a basic culture as well as advanced culture among the teachers to learn new things. So as like learners, the teachers also gain new things among us. Not only in our area, we can go with the other side also. Because if we learn, we must learn, we know all the things. That is possible only because of this online education system. Then administrator. For administrator also the e-learning culture build good things. Create a learning environment, provide information and communication technology infrastructure and resources for lifelong learning. So the administrator also have to create a learning environment for the students to extract the knowledge and provide information and communication technology infrastructure to the students because as I have told you already, when I was doing my school, when we are doing school, only we are having blackboard and chalk. Even we are using, even we are using board system and chalk based system. But technological will advance, so everything will be given to the smart board. So it provide information communication technology infrastructure. There are a number of tools which is used by the institutions to improve their uh, skills and knowledge for the students and resources for lifelong learning. So there are a number of resources are there. There are a number of resources are there. So the students are having interest, that much of interest will insist them to come up in their life. So there are number of ebooks are there. There are number of resources are there to learn. We start to learn. There is no full stop. It is continue. How we have studied. We are studying UG and we are studying PG and we are doing MPhil and we are doing PhD and postdoctoral degree. It is continue. And after when we are starting class, we are taking class and we are learning new things daily. If we taken subject for semester one, then we move on to semester two. Then another subject is there. When we move on to third semester, we have another subjects are there. So we are learning. There is no end for learning purpose. So it is go ahead. There is no end. So this is the building for e-learning culture. The next one is e-learning. There are e-learning consists of innovative teaching and learning procedures. So we are learning innovatively. Innovative means bring new things. So we are teaching to the students new things. They are interesting to listen our class. So it is an innovative teaching and learning procedures. And introduce abstract concept. So as we all know the abstract. Abstract means the whole things will be given as gist. So e-learning also like that. So if we are given whole material to the students, it is very difficult to the students to read all the things and to give gist. So we have to give gist or abstract the important concept. So if we are given important concept, that will be reached to the student's mind very easy way. For example, when I was studying my UG, I learned, I was studying memorandum of company law paper. They're asking, there is a chapter called Memorandum of Association and Articles of Association. After completing the company law paper, I moved on to some other semesters and I completed UG and PG and MPhil and PhD. After completing this PhD, I was attending an interview in the institution. They are called what is memorandum and what is articles of association. So in that case, teachers give the gist or abstract concept that will be rich in my mind. So I never read what is memorandum and what is articles of association after completing that semester. When that will be reached my uh, important concept, so I can answer properly. So this is what we have to give the important concept to the students in a clear way, one word answer. That is the one word is important to this question. So that will be given only learning concept during this pandemic situation. So I'm not asking the regular classes during the pandemic situation how the online is impact to the students. That 2 years. 2009, 20, 19 and 20, that period, the learning system, how impact given to the students. That alone I am talking now. And industrial and technical inputs through videos. So all the materials and all the videos, all the materials and what subject understood will be given to the videos as like videos. So if we are given materials, it is very difficult to the students understand the whole materials. They have to read and they have to understand the concept. If we are given in the form of video, it is definitely reach the students very cleverly and very neatly. And teaching aid resources. So next one is teaching aid resources will be available only because of this e-learning. So the e-learning is very important one because of this teaching aid. So there are number of resources will be available to the students to learn their teaching part. Enhance on advanced teach technological tools. So there are hands-on advanced technological tools will be applicable to the students learning their parts. Then target multiple intelligence. So target multiple intelligence are available to the students for their e-learning resources and increase teachers' effectiveness. So even for teachers, they can improve their students' knowledge as well as the face-to-face interaction will be available to the students and formative assessment also there. So as I have told you already, so once we completed the course, we can move on to the assessment. We have to conduct a test. Once they are passed, we can give the certificates or something. So this is possible only because of this online education systems and improve the productivity in class. So as like physical class, so very often I am telling you that I'm talking the students learning in the pandemic situation, not in the physical class. In the pandemic situation, the productivity will be increased. I mean, learning productivity in the sense of learning. So it will be increased in the online education systems one and real time learning as with physical education. Real time learning is acceptable only in the learning purpose, e-learning. So all these things consist of e-learning. Innovative teaching and learning produce procedures, introduce abstract concept, industrial technical inputs through videos, teaching aid resources, hands-on advanced technological tools, target multiple intelligence, increase teachers' effectiveness, face-to-face interaction, with the computer aid, formative assessment, improves productivity in class, and real-time learning. All these things will be learned only because of this online education. In some of the e-learning tools, every teacher should have an email account communicate with the students as well as the parents. Students can submit their assignments like we have Google Classroom, and we have to create class, and we have to give that code to the students, and they must join the Google Classroom, and we can give the assignment. We can post the materials also. Whenever the students they want, they can go to the Google Classroom as like physical classroom. Then they can extract the materials and they can start learning. And we can do the assignments also, and we can post videos also. Everything we can do. So just we can record the videos and we can post it in the Google Classroom. Whenever they are having doubt, just they are open and they can do. So we ask them to submit the assignment also. We have to create the assignment, and we ask the students to complete their course or assignment on time. And we just fix that time. Within that time, we ask the students to submit their materials. We can cut the papers and we can give the comments also, and we can give the marks also. It will improve the students to learning purpose. And we can have the attachments also as like email. We have the Google Classroom attachments also there. We can post all the materials to the assignment, and it creates a paperless environment. So here, once the online education system was introduced during pandemic situation, there is no paperwork. No need to write everything. Just we can send all the materials through soft copies. So they can start the learning, and simple, but it is an effective system. So it is online system is a simple, but it is effective way to learn things, and efficient and cost effective system because of this online education system. And online education resource libraries are there. So it consists of lectures from tech and celebrities, new items, TV interviews, micro lecturers, documentary films, movies, and audiobooks. Everything will be consist in the online learning resource library. So apart from this, the materials for students, especially the lecture videos are there, and audio books are there. The soft copies are there. Whenever you want, we can go to that particular website and we can uh, take the data or books whenever we want. Then online education system, learning system consists of develop a range of skill at the same time, English as well as technological advancement, and good for the environment also, because all the students they can do the systems through online whenever they want. So visual broadcast also there. Broadcast is also there. So visually we can attend the class whenever they are having time. Then it is also interactive systems as like physical education. The online classes systems also having interactive sessions also there. After complete their sessions, you can have interactive sessions. So the students asking questions with their teacher, or the participants raise questions with the experts. So that interactive sessions will be available in the online education systems also. And verbal broadcast also there, and peer learning. Peer learning is available in convenient and current situations also there. Access to the informations. So whenever we are having doubt, we can access the information or we can clear our doubts. And students can be involved in more independent research. So after completing the doctor degree, they have to do them their own doctorate degree, independent research. So they are having doubt, just they go to that particular website and they can learn what is research, what are the types of research, and what is sample, and how to fix this tools, and what are the statistical tools are there, and how to write the research part, and how to write the interpretation. Everything will be learned through the Google. So the researchers can do the independent research. It will be available students as well as the researchers. So even guides we are having doubt, we just uh, areas what we are like, so we can extract the information. So even all the data, for example, UGC is there, university is there, they posted all the information regarding their research activities, everything we posted online. we are having any doubt, just we open the website and we can read the instructions and we can follow according to that. The same way, the researchers, they are having any doubt, they can open the website and they can open the Google Chrome and type the data what they want and they can extract the data. An important skill to develop for futures. So present, past, present and future they can compare with and they can learn new things. And students can participate in Google in classroom work from home. So this is very important during pandemic situation. Just the students are sitting in their home and they can do the work regarding their classrooms work. And parents can be involved. So like when online classes are started, kids are not having more awareness about that online class. So even parents are sitting with their students and they are also started to learn. So, if the parents are not educated, it may not know. The parents are educated, then they know how to learn, how to involve that online learning system. So, even simultaneously, how students are learned, the parents also can be involved with the online education. So, all these systems are online learning systems will be available as like develop a range of skills at the same time good for the environment, visual broadcasts, interactive sessions, verbal broadcast, e-learning, and access information whenever they want, and it is convenient and current informations are extracted. Students can involve more independent researchers, important skills to develop for future. Students can participate in the classroom work from home and parents involvement. So everything will be available only. Everything will be possible only because of this online education system. And the classroom in the 21st century is like this. So all these things will be coming under one PC. So technology. So next century, we are not expecting during this 2009 the pandemic situation will come. The students are learned education through online. No one knows, but once it comes through, we are offered. So the same way. So we have to ready to face all the situations. So we are not rigid. We are not rigid. Follow the rigid conditions. Rigid one. We have to flexible. So whatever the technological advancement, we have to adopt them. We have to flex. We must be a flexible one. We have to adopt the changes easily. What the environment or what the institutions are changes, we have to adapt. So the 21st century classrooms might be like this. Even more institutions are taking class through online. So the students are sitting in one place and the staffs are sitting in a department. They are doing the class. They are taking the classes. Students are listening. So this is the way the classrooms are doing. So the online education system just to be one sitting in one place. The students are sitting in their place and we learn. Even the pandemic situation, the students are learning more things because of this online platform. There are number of, as we have discussed, there are number of platforms are there. So with the help of those platforms, we learn new things regularly and daily. So online education system consists of an administration of online programs, blended learning programs, course design review, quality course teaching and instructional practice, digital conservation and instructional practice on online students. Everything will be consist of this online education system. So for not only for companies, even education systems also will getting improved only because of this online education system among the teachers and students. And traditional and e-learning approaches consist of classroom. So traditional and e-learning approaches, traditional classroom, physical limited students only there. But in case of unlimited, any number of students can participate in. For example, in a physical classroom, very often I am saying that this is because of this online situation system only. So for regular class, yeah, the students are admitted only 40 students or 50 students. But in case of online, all the three sections will coming under one learning systems. For example, the teachers are taking class for A section. So private school, during the pandemic situation, the students, for 60 students, 60, there are three sections, are the A section, B section, C section. All the three sections are coming under one teacher's guide. So even 180 students are coming under e-learning system, e-learning systems. So that one teacher will take class for 180 students. That is not possible in case of physical education. So we just split the students 60 A section, 60 B section, 60 C section like that. But in online, there is no limited size of the students attended classes. Classroom we have taken at that particular time. But in case of learning, we can take any time, we can take anywhere. Just we are having mobile phone internet connection, we can sit anywhere and we can do the education system. So that will be e-learning system, electronic way to learn the system. So when compared to traditional system, there are number of advantages are there, like unlimited students can participate and anytime anywhere we can learn these things. And the next one is content. PowerPoint and transparency, etc. is there in case of traditional classroom, and textbooks and libraries are available, and video and collaboration is available in case of traditional classroom. And in case of e-learning, it consists of multimedia, simulation, digital library, on demand, and synchronization and asynchronization communication. So everything will be possible in case of e-learning. And personalization, it is one learning path. Learning path and pace determined by the learner. So according to that convenience, we can take part in learning systems. And some of the positive impact of online education systems are a number of e-learning systems are there. Number of learning systems are there. And convenience and flexibility of the students, we can do the education system, but it is not possible in case of physical education system. It saves time, money, and energy because we don't need to physical place. We don't need to spend money for transportation. We don't need take much energy to go there and come back. Everything. So just sitting in our home, it's just simply sitting in our home. We can do the education system. So the students can complete their degree on time only because of this online education system. If there is no online education system during pandemic, the students cannot able to complete their course on time. For example, the students joined 2018, 18 to 19, 20, 20 to 21, they complete their BCom CA degree because of this online education system. They attend the class through online, they write their exam, they take a photo and convert it to PDF, scan their papers, convert it to PDF and send it to the particular application. The teachers will extract the papers and they capture the papers and give their mark. So, as like physical education, all the systems are followed, then the students are awarded. Awarded as BCom CE, completed their BCom CE course. So without spending much time, money and energy, they complete their course in the pandemic situation. The knowledge of technical skills, they learn. So previously they are using WhatsApp, Facebook, everything. But once they started learning, they know how to use particular application and how to take a photo and upload the papers from how to attend the class, everything they are gaining. So it provides a knowledge of technical skills and learnings of subjects. So there is no time restrictions in case of online education systems. It is 24/7. As like industrial time, the students, if they are having need of even midnight, they can refer the website and they can do the education system. There is no time restrictions to complete their course to do their education system. So learning of subject is 24/7. It is very important. Then completion of course on time, as I have told you already. So they can complete their course on time. So there is no time break between the pandemic situation. So even that 2 years also, the students are complete their course. They learn things also. An institution can save the cost. It is classroom, maintenance of classroom, electricity cost, water cost, cost of study material, and keeping charges. Everything will be safe. So, apart from the teachers and students, the institutions also can enjoy benefit during those situations, during the pandemic situations. So, like electricity cost, classroom maintenance, and water cost, also savings and study materials and paperless work. And these are all the positive impact among the teachers as well as the students as well as the institutions. And soft copies of material used for the future courses which reduce the time and long lasting. So if they are sending materials to the students uh, in the form of soft copy, they can keep their mobile phone or laptop or desktop on their mail. It will be used for long time for their learning purpose. So if we are given materials in the form of soft copy, they miss somewhere. But in case of soft copy, that definitely will help to the students for the future reference also. And easy to make the kids concentrate on studies. So it is also like physical education. We can kids to insist them to attend the class and they can do their subjects easily. And students are present on all days. So the students, as I have told you already, the attendance may be out of 60, 58 or 59 they are presented in the online classroom. So the presence of the students also very important in case of online education system. They are attending their classes also. Attending their classes also. It is also very important thing in case of online education system. So delivery mode will change from past to future. So that time the brick and click. So here the instructions will get given all the materials to the students in case of this way. So just students are sitting in their home itself, they can the instructions will given the materials and students extract materials like where they are sitting. Where they are sitting. Where they are sitting. So the growing of the students population and increase the tuition fee, lack of facility of funding, and here the if we are click one click we can do the virtual universities, cost effective solutions, and that is e-learning and privatization of education. So this is the way the learning systems will be changed from one institution, one part to another part. So uh, whenever we want, we can deliver the information to the students. And negative, so apart from the past, that there is some negative impact of online education systems are there. So lack of efficiency of technology. So few students, all the students are not able to familiar in their particular field. So difficulty to understand the concept. So it is very difficulty for the students to understand the concept through online. Through online. Then communication skill also very important one. So the communication skill also
Hello, ma'am.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I think there is a network issue. That's why you are disconnected for a while.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please share your presentation.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Communication skill. So all the students are made
Ma'am,
able to
ma'am,
understand the communication skill
ma'am,
because
I'm interrupting little bit. Ma'am,
if they are attending
no,
class
ma'am.
for their teachers, they can attend the class
Ma'am,
in
can you
some
hear me?
way. Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am, you're not visible and also your
can
PowerPoint
you hear
slide
me, ma'am?
not showing. Yes, ma'am. You're not visible, ma'am. And your PowerPoint slide is not
And
showing.
communication skill. And problem of sometimes it is very difficult to this staff members to control their class and lack of concentrations. So it is very oftenly doing in the online class. So lack of concentration. Few students are with their mobiles and they keep their mobile somewhere and they are doing their personal work. So it is there is a chance for lack of concentration also in case of online education.
I think there is a little bit network issue. That are connected with her. She started. So, okay, meantime, please, requesting any time and please give a thumbs up to Ram. So we are still waiting for speaker. Yes, because of a network problem, she is disconnected with us. So we are waiting for her. Okay, let's see. So many participants right now join with us and commented. Thank you for connected. Please stay connected with us till the end. Okay, if our speaker is not connected with us, we will start our quiz competition. So we are just waiting for her. Okay, everyone, we will start our quiz competition. And in the meantime, if our speaker join with us, we will start our presentation after the quiz competition. So get ready. And please share this program in your timeline, and also you can mention and tag your friends in our comment box. So please enjoy this. Okay, once again, welcome to our quiz competition. So thank you everyone for joining with us. And you can see the joining link in our comment box, and you can browse Chrome and go to www.slido.com and give the code that is quizitp, or you can scan the QR code that is flashed on your screen. So because of network problem, technical problem, our speakers still not join with us, but we are eagerly waiting for her. So if she join with us, we will continue our speakers presentation and the Q&A session. Right now, we are waiting for our new participants in this session to join our quiz competition. But right now we have 29 participants who join with us. Thank you for joining. I would like to request everyone, please mention your friends in our comment box. And please share this in your timeline. Yes, because of poor internet connection, she's okay. Okay, our speaker joined with us, but after the quiz competition session, we will start the presentation. My dear lovely audience, right now we have 35 participants, and after the quiz competition, we will start our presentation. So within a minute, we will start the quiz competition. So please join, and we are waiting. Okay, let's start the program. Okay, our first question is, in the US political system, federalism refers to division of power between levels of government or legal authority to hear cases. You have to choose one option. Okay, the correct answer is option number one, that is division of between levels of government, and 97% of the correct answer. In our leaderboard, we have Caroline Kamizo Yamaguchi in first position, is Javier Alvarez, following Lisa Legavaldi and Evelyn Weberberry. So congratulations to all of you. Moving to our next question. So, what are the benefits of paying bills online? Online is automatic and recurred by the government. Okay, and the correct answer is option number two. It is automatic. Choose the right answer. So let's see the leaderboard. We have Rian Jopi falling on first position in our leaderboard, following Evelyn Piper, following them. Congratulations to all of you. Moving to next question. Can my value and attitude? So is this yes or no? I think the question will be like, can your value and attitude? So the correct answer is we're waiting. The correct answer is yes, and 91% of our participants choose the correct answer. Okay, I think okay. Okay, right. Now we have the answer, and the answer is yes. And 89% of our participants choose the correct answer. In our leaderboard, Ranjan Walling still leading on first position, following Evelyn Pivoberry, following Dennis Guentesorso, following Vicky R. Kalema, and Leah. So congratulations to top 5 winners. Let's see the next question. The question is, can intentional plagiarism impact on my career and job application? Yes, you will have academic misconduct records, or my employer will not know I have a warning letter at PIHMS. So the correct answer is option number one, and 95% of our participants choose the correct answer. Once again, Rian Jun Bigwali is on first position in our leaderboard, following Evelyn Pivaberry, following Dennis Guintesorso, following Ricky R. Kalema, and Leah Fakumba. So moving to next question. The development of the two-party system in the US is explained by single-member legislative district or multi-member legislative districts. We are waiting for the correct answer. Slide going to show us. And the correct answer is option number one, and only 10% of our participants get the correct answer. In our leaderboard, we have Evelyn Berry on first position in our leaderboard, following Nika, Jannat, Javier, following Rain June, following Emily and Mickey, and Leah from us. Congratulations to top 5 winners. Let's see our next question, question number 6. Identify and describe the system used to upload information on by the police. Is this Crimean standalone system not linked to internet, or ISIS national use system which stores information? So the time is up, and the correct answer is option number one, and only 41% get the correct answer. We have once again Evelyn Pivoberry on first position in our leaderboard, following Nika Jenda Javier, following Emily and Fio, following Christina Vidal Rosario and Mia Facunda. And the next question, question number 7. Learning management system is an application of it in education or finance. You have to choose one option between these two. Okay, the correct answer is option number one, and 100% of our participants choose the correct answers. So congratulations to all of you. And right now we have Evelyn Pivoberry on first position in our leaderboard, following Nika Jinna Javier, following Emily and Fiyu, then we have Christina with Rosario and Leah. So congratulations to our top 5 winners. And moving to next question, question number 8. The formation of the Earth's solar system probably has its origins in the Big Bang or exploding sun? Is this Big Bang or exploding sun? So the correct answer is option number one, and 78% of our participants got the correct answer. Okay, once again, we have Evelyn Perry on first position in our leaderboard. Following, we have Nika Jenna Javier, following Emmeline and Fihu, then we have Christina, we have Rosario, and Melinda Span. So, congratulations to all of you. Moving to question number nine. What is the name of our online grading and scheduling system? Is this Alma or Google? So the right answer is option number one, and 51% participants had the correct answer. Okay, we have Ma'am Evelyn Pivot again on first position in our leader. Following Mika Jina, we are following Christine Rosario, we have Rosie and Leah. So congratulations to all of you. And last question, question number 10. The system of marketing livestock by auctioning online using computers or term. So after this question, we will ban our top 10 winners. Answer. Okay, the right answer is electronic marketing, and 87% congratulations to our winners. We have Evelyn Berry on first position in our leader. Congratulations, ma'am. Following Nika Jenna Javier, following Christina Vidal Rosario, following Leah Fakunla, following Melinda Civil Hispano. They are our top five winners. Let's see the other five names, winners' name. Okay, we have Jill Abernasor plays 6. We have Jacqueline Bessa plays 7. We have Emily M. Rifiu plays 8. We have Brian Junki Colleen plays 9. And Ricky R. Colina plays 10. So congratulations to our top 10 winners. Once again, congratulations to our winners, and you will get your certificates from our Facebook official page. And let me tell you that don't mix up the international webinar certificates and the quiz competition certificates. Both are different. So we are going to our presentation, we back to our speaker, and after the speaker presentation end, we will go our quick Q&A session. So stay with us, and once again, congratulations to all of you, and don't forget to comment, share, and mention your friends in our comments. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for joining.
Shall I start session, ma'am?
Yes, sure, ma'am.
Able to screen my screen, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you have to share it again.
So then the next one is a negative impact. Among this negative impact, the next one is not able to attend a physical class of lack of concentration and lack of practical based learning. Purchase of learning tools like smartphone, desktop or laptop is very difficulty for the poor background students for their online learning systems. Difficulty to understand the problems oriented people, as we have discussed already that If you are having accountancy paper or business mathematics paper, it is difficulty to understand the problem oriented papers. So they can do, but it is somewhat difficulty compared to offline class and causes many health issues, and it causes many issues also there. There are number of problems like health issues, ear problems, and they are having eye problems also there. So there is a chance for students to get distracted by using unwanted sites. They are visiting if they are visiting, and there's some unwanted advertisement will extract the students from their education to unwanted sites, so they learn some unnecessary things they are learning. So this is a very important thing, that online system will distract from one thing to another, one side to another. What we are learning, we are good. So unwantedly, the messages or the advertisement will extract from one page to another page. So the next one, tremendous reduction in physical activities like drills and yogas are not followed in case of online education systems. For past 2 years, we were not attended any one yoga or drills. We are didn't any one. So the physical problems will make it arise. Just we are sitting and listening, and we are watching mobile alone. So there is no chance for this yoga and meditation is everything. So difficulty for the examiner to avoid cheating. So while the students are writing their exam, it is very difficult to identify the students those who are cheating in their home. So as we are a teacher, we know that the exams, how their students are writing their exams. So in case of online education, we know all the students how they are writing their exams, and that paper also we have valued and we put a mark. So the education systems quality will getting reduced. So when whatever this technology will improve, but in case of the opposite side, all the qualities will getting reduced. So it is very difficult for the examiner to invigilate during the exam time. They are doing many cheating process, and due to social isolation, students lack of communication skills. So they are improved, they are understood, they can improve their communication skill. Otherwise, it is very difficulty this them to improve their communication skill. Then impact of online education among teachers. Till that we have discussed the online education impact among the students. Now we'll move on to teachers. Understand different learning challenges among the students. Yes, it is a different learning challenges are there. So in previously just we'll go to the class and teach the students, but after implement this online education system for those 2 years, we can adapt the challenges, because there are number of app are there. Depending upon the situation and depending upon availability of resources, we have to choose the applications or the learning applications or among the students, and students family problems and bullying, it is also there. So due to their family problems, they might not able to continue. That is also an impact, and lack of funding. So funding is the main thing. So if it is lack of funding, it is very difficult to continue. And lack of effective communication skill also is not there in case of online education system. And being encouraged and motivated under challenging times and disciplined students. So few students are follow the discipline, but few students are not followed. So it is very difficulty to understand the go with the discipline issues. There must be a discipline issues. For example, first year they are having Tamil and English papers. If they are in major paper, they are listening, they are follow the discipline. If they are in yoga class or some other class apart from their major class, they are not listen properly, they are not disciplined students. So in case of other subject staff member, they are not followed that much. Then endless paperwork and extended to the working hours. That is all. It is continuing the papers work, and it might be going. Classroom challenges according to the teachers. Lack of time for planning. So due to network issue, time may be extended. So if 1 hour or half an hour class, Due to network issue, it may not be completed for half an hour, then we'll go with another hour. So that is the main thing challenging for the teachers. So lack of time for planning because of due to network, it is mainly because of the network issue. So as like students, the staff members also may be in stay back in interior area or network issue area. So it is very difficult to the staff members to plan their class accordingly because they may not able to complete. They wants to connect all the students. It will take time. So in a physical education, we ask the students to come at 10 o'clock. The students are come back at 10 o'clock, stay back at 11 o'clock. Then 11 to 12, they have another class. Then they have a break over. Then come back at class on time. But in case of online class, it is very difficult to the students to attend the class and complete the class on time because of the network issue and students network issue. Students will be there in one place, the teachers are there in one place. If we connect both of them, it will take time. It is not because of the teachers or students happen. So it may be happen by network. So this is also a challenges for the students, challenges for the teachers to with the online class. A lot of paperwork will be taken. So we have to write everything. So we have to write everything in the paper. So a lot of paperwork is there in case of online education systems. Few work for students, we just given the soft copies. No need to write everything students, but as a teachers, we must complete. We have to write all the works in the paper. So there is chance to write everything in paper. So there is a lot of paperwork is in case of online education system. In performance of pressure from the school administrators, sure. Many staff members are facing challenges in case of this points. So here, in case of aided school or government school, they won't insist the teachers to complete the course on time, complete course on time. But in case of private school and colleges, we must, as a teacher, we have to complete the portion on time. We have to conduct test. We have to give an assessment test. We have to correct the papers, and we have to get back the papers from the students. We have to correct the papers, and we have to submit mark the section. So these are the works we have to complete on time. So this is the work pressure for the teachers to complete the work on time and balancing diverse learning needs. So we must balance both. So it is very difficult. So when we are stay back in the home, teachers teachers and mother in the home. So we, as a teacher, we have to complete the work on time for the home as well as the work environment. We have to balance both. So if we are stay back in the home, as a teacher, as a mother, we have to complete all the work. So for the children, as a mother, she have to complete the work. After complete the work, they come back to the school or college. They can do the work till 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. It might be according to the instruction given by the institutions. But when we stay back in the home, all the 24 hours having work, so it is very difficult to the students or teachers to complete the work and here. So there is a balance in diverse learning system. We have to complete the home teaching work also as well as the home makers also there. So we have a home executive as well as the teachers. So we have to balance both things. So it is a very challenges for the staff member to balance both things in case of online education system for those 2 periods. Handle too many masters. We have to handle all the things and get burned out of easily. Not only easily we can get everything and lack of proper funding. So due to proper funding, we may not able to conduct the programs oftenly and limitations of the standardized testing. So there is no chance for conduct tests conducted by the students. So the students are started to write their exams through online. So they are very lethargic. They are writing, so they are not having any problems. And they are adapting this online education system. Even now, the students are expecting that the online education might be introduced due to some situations. They are expecting those things. So it is very difficult. Then common classroom problems are classroom disciplines not followed, motivating the students, dealing with individual differences, assisting students' work, relationship with parents, organizing of classwork, insufficient, inadequate teaching materials and supplies, and dealing with the problems of individual. These are all the common problems which is faced by the online education system. We are not able to maintain 100% discipline in case of online education system. So when I was in charge, for example, when I was in charge, it's a personal experience. The students are attending yoga class. That yoga class, they are chatting to their chatting box. But in case of my paper, they won't like that. They complain to me. So it is very difficult to maintain discipline among the students in case of online education system. So we accept that this is the indiscipline will be followed in case of online education system, and whatever it may be, we are not able to motivate the students as personally than the online education system. So lack of motivation among the students in case of online education system, and dealing with individual differences. The students' mind will be different from one student to another. So we have to watch the students' face expressions, their mind, and according to that, we will give the students counseling. So that will not be possible in case of online education system. Assessing the students' work. So it is very difficulty while we ask the students to submit their homework or assignment. Uh, all the things will be in the same handwriting, 2 or 3 papers. We have to find those papers, and we have to ask, inquire with the students. So it is very difficult to assess the students' work. uh, if we are continuously watching, we are also having eye problems. So we may not able to avoid those things. So it will be arise the assessment of work also very difficulty to identify by the teachers, and relationship with the parents. And in case of online educations, where even though their parents are sitting near with the students, we are not able to contact them because we have to complete the portion on time. If we are interacting with the parents, we won't get time to complete our work. So if we are having an online offline class, we are having a parents teachers meet, and we just meet the parents, or we ask the parents to come and meet very oftenly, so that it is not possible in case of online education system. So organization of classwork, we have to popularize, we have to get popularized because of this online organization of classwork. So classwork might not be done in case of online education system, and insufficient inadequate teaching materials will not be given to the materials and supplies. So few students are due to network issue, they won't get the materials. If they are coming to class, we have to separate all the materials to the students what they are not having, what they want. But in case of online education system, we won't give all the materials to the students on time. If they are in interior area, or if they are in remote area, they won't. They are not having network issues. They are having network issues. So they won't get materials on time. So once they are having network problem, if it is there, it is very difficult to reach the materials on time. And dealing with the problems of individuals in physically, students, if we watch the students physical activities, we identify that the students are having problem. So we just ask the students come and sit and we give counseling to them. But in case of online education, we won't meet the students. We don't identify the personal problems of the students, and we don't interaction with the students. Just we want to complete the portion on time. So that is what we want. So if you are not able to complete the portion on time, the management will raise a question. So we have to answer for them. To avoid those things, just will better will go with the online class, or just we are taking class. We are not concentrating personally among the students. So once we interact with the students, only they mingle with us. They even they said everything. They not hide any information among them. They are disclosing all the information. We discuss them, and we have to plan the functions, programs, intercollegiate meet, everything. If they attend, that only will enhance the students' knowledge. They'll go to the another college, and they meet the students, and they gain ideas. and then they interact with the other college students. That will be motivate the students. So if they are staying back in the home, just they are watching mobile, they are fighting with their parents, they are doing unnecessarily they are doing some other work. So these are the common classroom problems which is arise due to this online class, large classes sizes. Yeah, sure. If you are attending online class, I have, as I have told already, there are three sections are there. So private school online classes, they given salary to their staff members to avoid those problems. Just they appoint one teacher for one subject. All the three section students are coming under one teacher's class. So there are class size will be class number of students will be getting increased, and mixed age and mixed ability classes will be there. Undiagnosed students learning diabetes are there. Insufficient funding for classroom supplies and equipment, and lack of administrative support. Sometimes there might be there in case of online education systems. So, 10 major challenges faced by public schools are family factors, technology. They won't the parents are not educated, so they might not getting the technological advancement, so they won't give much importance to the online classes. So, family factors is very important. The family background is good. There is no problem at all. They given all the facilities. They arrange all the facilities what the students are asking, what the son and the daughters are asking. But in case of poor background, poor family background, they won't arrange the such kind of factors to the students. So they want mobile phone, they want internet connection, they want a separate room. This is all the need. They have to recharge their mobile phone, and if it is a desktop, they want LAN connection, everything. So that is what they want, but they won't give that much of opportunity to the students in case of government school students. The technological advancement, they are not having such technological advancement for the teachers and bullying, and students' attitude and behaviors is not perfect in case of modern education system. Their attitude may be changed and their behavior may be changed. So for the past 11th and 12th students are not attending class in the last batch. When they coming enter into the college, they don't know anything how to behave with the students and how to behave with the teachers and how to behave with the neighbors, everything. Their attitude will become change. So that attitude brings only in case of offline education. So when they come into college, they know how to behave with the staff members, how to behave with the class, how to behave with the principal, how to behave with the non-teaching staff members, how to behave with the students, and how to behave with the students, neighbors, everything. That attitude will be getting changed, and no child left behind, and parent involvement and student health will be getting reduced, and funding, lack of funding, there is no activities having taken place. So with this, my presentation is getting over. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you for patient listening till now.
Thank you so much, ma'am, Dr. Deepa. Your
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you for sharing your valuable presentation with our participants. And I think that topic is very interesting and great for this pandemic. So it was a lovely
Sure.
session, and we believe that our participants, our real learners, get benefited from this webinar. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure,
And
ma'am.
now we are going to start our Q&A session after a short video. In
Yes,
this
ma'am.
session, our participants going to ask question in our comment box. Please stay with us.
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Once again, welcome, ma'am. My dear lovely audience, you can ask your question in books and please address and give your question in our comment box so it will be easy for us to ask question. Our first question from short attention span among our students. As difficult problem that our teachers can you give us some fact nowadays?
Short attention span among the students and online game addiction for the most difficulty problems that the teacher. Can you give us some practical tips how to combat this problem that we are facing nowadays? So sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for asking this question. I'm very happy to hear to see your question. So, as I have told you already, that the students are addicted to their game, such a game. So, even my kids are also addicted to the game. So, we have to give some interaction with the students, interact with the kids. So, just ask them to don't use a mobile. So, if we interact with the students, we interact with the kids. They are not using the mobile phone very oftenly. So that is the main thing. So we have to interact with them. So if we are going with the online, it is very difficult to stop those problems. They are addicting. So very slowly we have to rectify those problems. So we have to ask them to do some yoga, meditation, and we have to interact with them very oftenly, and we give some importance and problems regarding the online game. Few students are facing so much of problems. Few students are facing so much of because they are addicting mobile. So even kids in olden days we are not using mobile phone. When I was studying, we don't have any mobile phone or phone. So we are not addicting that online game everything. But nowadays students, even kids, LKG kids students are using mobile phone. So we just insist them that these are all the problems we are facing. So don't use a mobile phone very often. So we have to give some ideas problems we have to show. So they are not using mobile phones. So as a teacher, we have to give ideas. Then the students are not able to use mobile phone that time.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. And our next question from Jacqueline Bessa, which is the most common challenge for students in online classes?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, sir. Jacqueline Besa, sir. Thank you. So commonly they are using challenges, network challenges. Network is the major challenges faced by the students. So few students are in the interior area, and few students are not having a network. So they are facing major challenges in that those areas, and like a communication skill also.
Okay,
So network is the major challenges faced by the students in the online class.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, we're still waiting for the question. Okay, again we have a question from Jacqueline Bessa. What are open-ended questions in teaching, ma'am? Thank you.
What is open-ended? Sir, I didn't get you. Open-ended questions. So can you clearly ask me the doubt, sir? I didn't get you what you are asking.
Okay, I'm requesting to our participants, please ask the question again in our comment box clearly to Madam Jacqueline Bessa. Still, we are waiting for new question.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. I'm waiting, ma'am. Students are facing major challenges due to online education system, but mainly they are facing a network issue, ma'am. Network is
Yes.
the main issue. So few students are not able to attend the class on time. If we are asking question, they if the class starts at 10 o'clock, they'll come at 11 o'clock. If we are asking, they told me that due to network issue, ma'am. This is the problem they are facing with the online education system.
Ma'am, I have a question to
Sure,
you.
ma'am. Sure,
So,
sure.
ma'am, what do you
Okay,
think?
ma'am.
What do you think that online classes is great or the on-campus is
Ma'am,
best?
during pandemic, sure, ma'am. During pandemic is very effective one. So already I have told you that during pandemic situation, it is very efficient and effectively we are using. So even if we are attending some webinars, FTP, all the things we can do very effectively. But be better that physical education is very important because the students' mentality is different and they are not attending the class properly. They are not listening the class properly. They are not writing their exam properly, so everything are not properly in case of online education system. That pandemic situation is very effective one. If the online classes is not there, it is very difficult to the students to get their degrees on time. So even the companies are expecting that more things from the students, but they are not having any knowledge during the pandemic situations. So from my point of view, the online education system is effective only those period, pandemic period. So once vaccinated, they come outside, then they start learning. So from my point of view, physical education is very effective and efficient one. Online education is effective during those periods.
It's like that we want to study in different country and right now in this pandemic to go in the different country, so we can do our classes from in our home via online. What do you think about this? You get me, ma'am?
Ma'am, okay.
Can you hear
I
me?
didn't hear you, ma'am. I didn't hear you, ma'am.
I think, ma'am, did you get possible
Could
to
you please
go?
repeat, ma'am?
Okay, if you want to study in abroad, but it's not possible right now in this pandemic moment. So, do you think online is best for studying from my place in different country to study?
Sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. I was attended many programs. Just I'm sitting my home. I can attend many programs. And I was attending my first program. It is very difficult to me attend. I didn't hear them. I didn't understand them. And I continuously attending. I can. It is a best. Just I'm sitting in my home itself. I can learn everything. I can meet the so much of experts in the particular field. So a few things I learned new things. So some of the experts are newly given some important things, and they given some research knowledge they have given, and even the research scholars are given webinars, so I can understand and sure it is helps to all the students for their learning purpose. So definitely when I was attending my home, it is effective way, ma'am.
That means the online classes and the on-campus classes both have the good impact for all of us.
Sure, ma'am, sure. So during pandemic situation, it gives good things, good learning things. So if we are stay back in the home after 2 years come back to the college, the students they're not learning, they are not learn anything. So during the pandemic situation, the online education system is effective one.
No more question coming. I think everyone is pleased in this presentation. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for coming here and sharing your knowledge with our participants. And because of this topic, great topic, uh, we have you right now with us, and we
Thank you.
expect you in our next webinar,
Sure, ma'am.
coming webinar. So thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You wanna say anything to our participants, ma'am?
Sure, ma'am. I'm very happy. Uh, Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. This is the first time I'm doing international webinar. I don't know whether I can do or not, but I hope that I can do. So this is the first platform for me to do my speech on the topic of impact of online education system. The sir asked me a few topics in my area. So I have given information communication technology, e-commerce, and the online shopping, everything. But sir chose me as an impact of online education system. Now it is after coming back to the school, there is I wish to know the impact of online education system. The points which I have given in the webinar, everything will be given feedback by the students. So when I go to class, I ask the students, and they have given the materials. They wrote and submitted to me. So that is what I have given now. So real impact among the students' education I have given. This is the impact given by the MCOM CA students. So I am the in charge for first MCOM CA. So this is the information which is given by the students. So positively, sometimes they are impact, negatively they are impacted. So both the concept they have given only by them. So I would like to thank my PG students for giving some impact on the specified topics. I thank them also, and I thank the Nasrin Nisha ma'am for
Thank
this
you,
wonderful
ma'am.
speech, and thank you sir for wonderful webinar arranged for me. So I'm expecting the future webinar also with you, ma'am, and I'm expecting. So how far it is, I don't know how far it is done because this is the first time I'm doing this from my life. This is the first time I'm doing webinar. So
And this is
that
such a
opportunity will be
great
given by the
and
that
this is
opportunity will
such a
be given by
great
the.
webinar we have done successfully today.
Thank you. This
Really.
is the first time in my life. This is the first time speech I'm giving. So for my special thanks to Institute of Global Professionals for arranging this webinar and come up in my next stage. So this is the learning stage which is given by the Institute of Global Professionals. I'm very happy. I'm so much happy to attend to participate in this webinar, ma'am. It's the main platform to me. So education, from the education, UG degree, PG degree, we learn in everything. But this is the platform to give speech. This is the first platform for me. Thank you, participants, for the your patient listening. Just I'm sharing my ideas, my views among the impact of education system. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
Thank
ma'am.
you, sir, and
Thank
thank you, participants, for your patient listening. Thank you,
thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am. Have a great day,
Thank you.
ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, my dear the audience. Today our program name is Impact of Online Education System, and the code is IGP 1554. Let me tell you once again, the code is IGP our certificates, and you can claim the certificates anytime, or you can go to our website, our eduigp.com. So get your certificates and don't forget to share. Once again, all of you who joined and you guys are still with us, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for cooperating in our next episode. Still there, right?